me, Mario in the game. You probably know my name, and so we start the game. Jumping high, ducking low, from the sky to the ocean. How come Peach can't stop being stolen?
Now, conscious, I like Dragon Ball Z because obviously, I was, the hero in the show that, you didn't really get to see because I was faster than Goku, innit? I was like, what's his name? I was like Jiren, yeah? Me and Jiren, we know each other from...
Why the fuck you always talking some shit?
Anyway, don't worry about that. What I'm trying to say is, me and Dragon Ball are like this. We're hand in hand. Now, they recently revealed a new Dragon Ball Z game, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I wasn't too happy when they revealed it. Reason being is because we've played the Dragon Ball Z story so many times. Like, it's been so many times. And I'm just sitting here like, you've got a whole new show with Super. Could you not make something with Super? And even if, let's just say, even if you're going to make a Dragon Ball Z game, can we get Dragon... I need, like, if you're going to make Dragon Ball Z, fine, do that saga. Please let me have Dragon Ball at least with it. Like, this story goes hand in hand. But we've got this Dragon Ball Z game. It's called Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. It's an RPG, story of Goku, which would make even more sense to start it from Dragon Ball and we can get a proper story of Goku. Now, before we even watch this video, I was speaking to a few friends and on the speculation. I have a feeling this is only going to go to the Frieza saga. Reason being is because Goku isn't really that much a part of the Cell saga. He doesn't fight the androids. He fights Cell once and then he lets Gohan fight Cell. So that saga he's not really a part of. And the Buu saga, he kind of fights Majin Buu, goes Super Saiyan 3, fights Majin Buu. Then until Super Buu comes, he fuses with Vegeta. Then fights Super Buu a little bit. Then after that, then they fight Kid Buu. So Goku's not really there by himself fighting in the Buu saga. So I'm not sure if it's going to go all the way to the Buu saga. It seems like to me they're going to do something like Burst Limit did. Maybe go to the Cell saga. But I feel like they're going to go to the Frieza saga. Now, how long it's going to be, I don't know. I hope that they're going to put the movie characters in and have some of the movie stories in. So we can, because Goku is a big part of like the Garlic Jr. saga, the Turles sagas, etc. So we'll see how far the story goes. But for now, we've got gameplay, IGN gameplay of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. So let's just see what we're going to get. Let's just see what the game looks like. So yeah, let's do it. Boom.
Welcome back to IGN Live at E3 2019. Dragon Ball Project Z is what it was called a while back when it was first revealed. We have the full name now. It is Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. It is an action RPG about the life and times of the wonderful Goku. Joining me now are Komoto-san from CyberConnect 2, Hara-san from Bandai Namco, and Mikey Mac, who is translating. It's a new Goku game. It's a story game about...
Hey, I'm trying to beat this Mikey Mac.
There have been a few of those. Can you tell me a little bit about what sets this apart from the previous Dragon Ball action games and action RPGs?
Yeah, I need to know what is...
このゲームを差別化する要素っていうのは何だと思いますか？
はい、そうですね。本当に今作いろいろあるんですけれども、大きく特徴を挙げるとして3つあります。で、まず1つはですね、やはり圧倒的なボリュームでの
Oh, that's dope.
I think there's 3 distinct elements, and of course, as you mentioned, there's been a lot of Dragon Ball games in the past, a lot of different interpretations of it. The very first thing I would like to mention, though, is the sheer volume that this game has in terms of content.
Okay, so it has got a lot of content. This looks alright, This looks okay.
And the second point would be, of course, there's a lot of very meticulously recreated scenes from the original story that people are going to recognize and very much look forward to, as well as some scenes that haven't really been depicted in the way that they have in this game. So there's going to be a lot of firsts, I think, for some people.
Oh, we have Mechanical Man number 8 right here.
メカニカルマン8がここにいますね。
That's dope.
Well, that answers one of my questions. I was really hoping to see some sort of deeper cut Dragon Ball stuff.
And also, is it going to be in English and Japanese? Because I do like my Dragon Ball in English. That's like the only anime I watch in English.
On Naruto games, tons of those, and Asura's Wrath, which felt like playing an episode of Dragon Ball Z. What sort of experiences from those previous projects have been channeled into Kakarot?
サイバーコネクト2さんは過去
So he's on Astro's Wrath. Astro's Wrath is such a dope
アシュ
game.
ラズラスでいろいろ
Such a
多
dope
分
game.
こうドラゴンボールみたいなゲームを作った
What
経
is
験ある
talking
と思
from?
うんです
Let
け
me see the fighting mechanics.
ど
That's
経
what
験を
I'm
生かして
interested
こ
in.
こでどういうものを取り入れてこのゲームを
What
生かしていると思います
fighting? What are you giving
は
me?
い、そうですね、やはり、サイバーコネクト2、セルシェーディングを
Nice to see
非
that.
常に評価いただいてますの
Who's
で、
talking?
まあ、
Let me see some
ナ
beef.
ルトのですね、セルシェ
This
ーディン
definitely only
グ
goes to the Freezer
そういったと
saga.
ころと
I'm
鳥山
100% sure.
先生の絵の
100%
タッチですね、こういったところを融合して、
Because there's way too much to do with just the Raditz bit.
So of course at CyberConnect 2, I think we're really experienced, dare I say, in the sort of cell-shaded type of expression.
Wow,
so
this game
of
looks
course, using all the
okay.
experience that we got with
This looks
Naruto,
alright.
that cell-shaded look in combination with a lot of Akira
This looks
Toriyama
dope.
sensei, his artwork and visual style. I think what really kind of came together in this project is merging those two elements of
There
the
looks
cell
like there's a
technology and
lot to
experience
do
with
in this game.
Toriyama
This is
sensei's
just the
work.
Raditz
はい、
fight.
他にも
This is the beginning.
まあうちで言うと
And a lot of people don't realize because of like Dragon Ball Z Kai, because of a lot of people watch with Dragon Ball Z Kai, a lot of people don't realize. Alright, let me see the fighting now. What's going on?
まあそういったところをまあ感情を爆発させて
The fighting looks clean.
そういった
Yes.
爆発しながらこう、バトルすると。
Alright, this
まあ
fighting
そういっ
looks
たところを
clean.
非常に演出として出して
Alright, the fighting looks clean. It looks clean. I like that. I like that.
And of course, the second element is the sort of facial acting, as we call it,
And it
inside,
goes into,
our team. And of course, there's a lot of intense battle scenes.
The
There's a lot
loading
of
time
intense
looks
story
really fast
elements,
as
and
well.
really getting those dynamic shifts and expressions in the characters'
what was I
emotion.
saying?
I think
So,
the emotion really
like,
comes to the surface
there's a lot
in
to
this
it
game. So
at
I
the
think
moment.
the fans,
There's
the
a lot
longtime fans
happening.
of the Dragon Ball franchise have a lot to look
Before
forward
you
to in
even
terms of what these
touch
characters are going
Raditz.
to bring and act. on
And
the
as I
screen.
was saying, a lot of
Now,
people
seeing the
started from
gameplay
Dragon
right
Ball
here,
Z Kai.
Clearly, this
So,
is a big,
that's
huge
fine.
sort of
Goku
world to
gets a
explore.
carrot, Kakarot gets a carrot.
How big of a world are we talking about here?
Yeah, let me
で
see how
ちょっ
big
と
the
今
world
画
is.
面を見ていると結構大きな
Yes, a lot of people started from Dragon Ball Z Kai, so they don't know there's a lot of stuff that happens even before Vegeta and Nappa
そう
comes.
ですね、ちょっと具体的な、数字では難しいんですけ
So,
どまず本作は
There should be a lot of
では
stuff.
ございません
It's a long way to get to Freezer. Like, there's so much stuff that happens before we even get to Freezer. So I could see this game just getting to Freezer and ending there. I could really see that
何
happening.
らかの形で原作に対して嘘をつくことが
Like, people really don't realize how far.
So I want to first begin by saying it's really hard to kind of quantify, how expansive this world is going to be. But in terms of, I think the question on your mind is going to be, is this an open world game? And I cannot say that it is
Yeah,
a
this
truly
seems
open world
huge.
experience. And part of that reasoning is, of course, we wanted to stay very true to the Dragon Ball Z universe.
This is
And if
crazy.
we were to make it a fully open world game, we would have to kind of lie and blur the boundaries between the different zones or areas in that world. So we wanted to kind of
So it's
really
not huge
recreate that
open world, but
experience
there's
in the
like a
truest
lot
sense
of
possible.
places to travel. Like, go
的
damn.
には物語の進行に応じてエリアが一つ一つ、開放されていくようなものを想定してい
This
ただ
was
ければ
crazy.
ただ、
そう
すいません
You can
そうです
fish.
ねただ、
What?
他に一つ一つのエリアはかなり、大きく作っておりますので、しっかり
You
ですね
can fish.
多く張り切って、
Damn.
飛び回るといったことは可能になっています。
So if you can imagine, every
What
time
the
you
f-
progress in the story, you're going to unlock a new world that the characters
Is that his
can
tail?
explore.
Oh.
And as we kind of follow Goku's story here,
That's
I want
crazy.
to kind of reassess the idea that each world is going to be very large as you kind of unlock these new areas and zones in the
That is
map.
crazy. This looks. It's
Now,
really.
Goku is currently using his tail to fish. I was going to ask
Yeah.
what activities besides fighting there are, and if there's any classic sort of
What,
early
you can
Dragon
fish
Ball
and stuff?
content
Like, come
here.
on, man,
And you sort of
Nanako,
answered
what?
both my
I
questions.
didn't know this is what you
But
want
really,
me to.
is
I
this
didn't
going to be
know.
Goku's entire life, or is it his sort of life and times just in Z?
Ah, yeah. Let me
Will it
see.
extend
Let me
to
have this
Super?
question.
これはこの悟空
How far we
の
going?
全体的な人生を
Watch them say to the Freezer saga. Let me see how
それ
far
と
they're
まあ
gonna
本当
say
に
we
やっぱ
go.
Z に
Yeah, you
集
can
中
catch
してストーリ
this.
ーを描いているのか、それともまあスーパーの世界まで
Damn.
行くのかという質問ですね。
そうです
Crazy.
ね本作のまずタイトル名がドラゴンボール Z カカロットと
What's that?
ある通りですね、
Piccolo's just there
Z の
chilling.
物語を追体験
And this is Piccolo when he didn't even like Goku.
So I think the name kind of gives you a little bit of a hint. It's called, of course, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. So that, the implication is we're going to be following Goku's experience in life through mainly the Z franchise.
ただですね、先ほどのちょっと映像にもあっ
So how
た通
far are we
り、
going then?
はっちゃんみたいなですね、初代のドラゴンボールに登場したキャラクターが、
This is
大人になった
crazy.
悟空と、一緒にコミュニケーションを取るといったような
I want the Dragon Ball Z
新しい
Vegeta.
展開をしています。
But again, as we kind of saw earlier, where the robot android 8 was interacting with Goku, there are going to be, of course, a lot of Easter eggs scattered throughout this story.
I love this. We've got Piccolo flying here on the side. Clearly, this
I'm
is
not-
very much Goku's
they didn't answer
game.
that question, by the
But
way, 'cause
the
I
problem with so
wanted to
much
know.
of Z is that
The
he's
question
sort of
is,
out
how
of
far is
commission.
he
He's
going?
either traveling through space doing push-ups, or he's having a heart
Nah,
attack.
the question
for
is,
several
are we
episodes
getting
in a
to
row.
Cell,
How do you sort of
Boo,
account
where
for
we
all
going?
the times when Goku is unable to fight? Will players be taking on other characters' roles?
まあ
good question.
皆さんも多分知ってるの通り
Oh yeah, because he goes through Snake Way. We probably have to go through Snake Way and stuff.
まあ
Yeah, this game's gonna be dope. This is different. Like this is a different take
まあ
on.
い
You
ろいろと
don't
ストーリーから
normally get
外れてし
Snake
まう
Way
部
and
分あるん
stuff.
で、そういった時のストー
It
リー
just normally goes from like Raditz,
流れはどういうふう
and
に
then Vegeta comes, and then Goku comes back. But hopefully this game you go through Snake Way, and you go through Hell, and you go through training with King Kai.
ドラゴンボール Z は物語を追体験
That will be really
と
dope.
にかくまあ注
That
目
I
して
would
いて
definitely buy it
そ
for
の点で
that.
は
That's a
ファン
new
の方々を
experience.
がっかりさせるようなことはないようなゲームの作
Here
り
goes to Master Roshi, Corrin.
In terms of can the player get behind the controller and actually play as another character, I can't reveal anything at this moment, but what I can say is we tried to stay very, very true to the Dragon Ball Z experience. So
Okay.
as if you picked up the manga and read it, we wanted to recreate that as accurately as possible. I don't think we're going to leave the fans disappointed.
I don't think
Now, the Dragon Ball movies are in kind of a gray area. Most recently, Broly.
with
was
that
sort of
question, it
brought
doesn't
into the
seem
main
like you can
canon.
play with other people. I don't
Clearly
know,
kind of borrowing
obviously.
from other parts
But
of the timeline.
I would
Will this
like
incorporate
them
any
to have
elements from the
Goku
movies?
まあドラゴンボールの映画では
you
結構ま
know,
あブローリーが
Snake
一応メイ
Way,
ンストーリーの
and then when he
タイ
dies,
ムラインの方
when he
多分
faces
タイムラインとして
Vegeta,
書い
you
てあり
know,
ますけど
he's in
このゲームに関
the
していろんな
chamber
違うタイ
thing
ムライン
or
であってその
the
映画
whatever
の
thing
要
he
素
had.
をちょっと
Then
仮
he
に
comes
しっか
out,
りまあ
fights
搭載するっていう
Ginyu,
ようなことはあるで
you
しょう。
know, he has to go back in again because he swap bodies.
原作
I want them to
アニメ
really
だったら
take their time with this,
物語を
with the story, and not just rush the story. Because when they
In
rush Dragon
terms
Ball, I've
of the
seen,
movies, what I can
I've
say
seen
is
Dragon Ball
this
Z
game has
Kai.
been
Don't
designed
give
as
me
really
Dragon
kind
Ball
of an
Z
immersive
Kai. I want
experience for the
Dragon Ball Z original with the
anime
filler,
TV
with the
series experience.
ただですね、
Okay,
ただただ
so
アニメ
we're
を
getting
追
the
体
film
験する
series.
だけ
We're
では
getting
なく
TV
て、
series.
先ほどのはっちゃんのサブストーリーみたい
Let
な
me see
も
this
の
fight
も
with
ありますし、他にもまだ
Please
まだ
make the
言え
fight
ない
with
んです
Raditz a
け
bit
ども、ファン
hard.
の方々がきっと喜んで
I
く
just
れ
wanna
るであろ
kick
う
Raditz
要素
ass all the
が
time.
含んでいます。
I want a
Of
challenge.
course, that is the foundation, and as we kind of teased a little earlier, you saw Hachan 8, Robot 8 in action. So there are going to be a lot of elements that the very
Raditz off again.
die-hard Dragon Ball Z fans can look forward to experiencing.
I like that. I like them Easter eggs.
Well, we saw in the during the Xbox conference, the trailer kind of spoiled Frieza's fate a little bit, but everyone knows the story pretty well.
Yep.
Will this go beyond the Frieza saga?
Oh, thank you. That's a
まあ
good question.
先ほどの Xbox
That's a very good
の
question. Will this go beyond Frieza?
フリーザのストーリー
Watch them not
ちょっ
answer.
とネタバレになってしまった。まあ多分
マジで
フリーザのストーリーは知ってると思うんですけど、まあ、フリーザサーガよりも先にこの
I know
ス
Frieza's
トーリ
gonna
ー
be
は
so
描かれる
fucking
ん
hard
で
in
しょう
this
か。
game.
はい、そうですね、現時点ではそのフリーザ編以降
And I know Frieza's like gonna have like
お
three
話
levels
できない
because
ん
he
ですけど
obviously
まあ
evolved
先ほ
and
ども
stuff.
話した通りですね、ファンの方々ががっかりするようなことにはならないようにゲームを
Oh, Raditz is getting handled. Oh!
はい
Well, Max, I don't want to sound like a broken record. We can't reveal that as of yet, but I think
Damn.
going back to what I mentioned earlier, it's going to be a very immersive and fun experience for the fans, and we promise not to let them down.
I have
That
one
means it
final
only goes to the
question.
Frieza saga,
We
man.
saw
Shut up.
Goku flying around like he does, but also riding on the Kinto cloud, the
Nimbus.
Nimbus. What's the advantage to
Ooh, I
riding the
like
cloud
this.
if you can
See,
fly
boss
normal?
battles. This was like proper boss battle. They're doing it kind of like Naruto done it. It seems.
飛んで移動もしてたんで、
I thought it was gonna
ど
go
っちが有利な
Kaioken, but he
の
don't
か
get that
と
till he gets
飛べるの
past
に
Vegeta,
なぜ
right?
雲に乗るのかと。
It seems like they're doing it like Naruto.
さっき悟空体験という
Alright, this is gonna be alright.
さまざまな形
Hopefully this is on the Switch. I'll buy this shit on the
そうで
Switch.
もそうです
Please be on the
ご
Switch.
飯を食べるのも
I
そう
wanna play
で
this
す
on the Switch.
魚釣りや動物
I mean, it's bad that Namco, they
いろ
put
んな
everything
こと
on
を
the
通
Switch
じ
though.
て
I'm looking forward to this.
体験を
I'm
する
looking
ことが
forward to
まず
this.
テー
This
マ
was good.
So kind of an
This is good.
overarching theme or concept of this game is the Goku experience. So I think we didn't want to really skimp on any element of being, immersed in the body of Goku. So of course we saw him fishing and eating earlier as well as flying around.
Eating is a big part of Goku's life, I think. He does,
そうですね。
does a lot of that.
ご飯食べるのは結構
This looks good, man.
要素なんじゃない
This looks good.
そうですね
I was skeptical about it, like,
食事につい
it's
ては
Dragon
かな
Ball
り
Z Goku. Why are you only focusing on
食
Goku?
事
Like, that doesn't make
RPG だ
sense.
と、
Like,
30
it's Dragon Ball Z. You've done Dragon Ball Z 20 million times already.
そ
But it looks good. It does really look good. There's cuts. I love
パワー
cutscenes
が上がったりもします
in game in
でそれ
Dragon
がプレ
Ball
イサイ
Z.
クルにもしっかりかかってくる
Raditz has like
She
10
actually
levels of
highlighted a very
fucking.
interesting point. I think normally in any kind of RPG, if you consume food, it either heals you or gives you maybe a 30-minute buff, but it goes way deeper in this particular experience.
Oh, really?
Of
So
course,
food
will
is different.
largely affect Goku's power, and it's a part of the
Damn,
core game
Raditz.
cycle, how you manage the
Damn,
the
Raditz.
elements of the game.
That's
So
awesome.
Raditz don't even look like a
Insane
pushover
appetite
in
is
this
a big
game.
Part of that.
Raditz does not look like a
dying
Vegeta's
for
gonna
this.
be
I really,
fucking
really hope
hard.
that you include the part where Piccolo and Goku have to go to the driver's license department and get their driving test taken.
ピッコロと悟空
That
が
would be funny
勉
if
強
that's
し取りに
it.
行くシーン
I
は
want to see what
It's the best
filler they've actually
はい
put in the game.
なるほどそこですねはいちょっとまあ現時では何も言えないんですけどはい楽しみ
Again,
に
no
していて
comment
くだ
on
さい
that as of
はい
right now.
Damn, I want to see what fillers they put in the
Well,
game. That would be a
I'm
dope
gonna
mini,
Dragon
mini.
Ball Z Kakarot. Thank you for breaking things down. Dragon Ball is one of my favorite things in the world. I
wanna
want to
play.
talk about Dragon Ball for the rest of the show.
It's not
We have
me,
plenty more
right?
coverage, Dragon Ball and otherwise, all year at IGN. So don't go anywhere.
So yeah, the game was really good. I'm really, really, really interested to see what we get in the thing.
We won't be seeing your ass in the game, just like we can't see your goddamn
But
face.
don't
now.
worry, bruv. You'll see me in cameo in it. You'll see me. I'm there, bruv. You'll see. You'll meet characters like me, flipping me 2, me Super Saiyan 3.
You need to stop worrying about that and Super Saiyan the goddamn camera.
Bruv, I'm
man.
gonna be there, bruv. You're asking me stupid questions. Anyway, guys, what do you think? Like, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Do you think that this is gonna be a great Dragon Ball game? Do you think this is you know, are you tired of seeing the same Dragon Ball game? Like, does it annoy you that we get, you know, Dragon Ball Z instead of Dragon Ball Super? When Super is technically, let's say for now, Super's finished. So technically they should be able to, you know, have a Super game out by now. But what do you guys think in the comments down below? Is this something that you're going to play? Is it something that you're going to miss? Let us know in the comments down below. For now, I've been your boy Ace of Shaq.
It's your boy Conscience.
We have been your reactors today, people. Peace.
It's me, Mario in the gang, you probably know my name. And so we start the game, jumping high, ducking low from the sky to the ocean. How come peace can't stop being stolen?